Hello and welcome to Study Circuit, doing GCSE Edexcel Astronomy, Topic 1, Planet Earth. So let's get right into it. So the first thing you need to know is the shape of the Earth. The Earth is an oblate spheroid, which is a bit like a sphere, but it has a bulge on the equator. So you can see the sphere here, and the Earth's bulge is only slightly... It's only a slight bulge, but this is a very exaggerated diagram. You also need to know about the inside of Earth. So Earth has 4 layers you need to know about: the crust, the mantle, the outer core, and the inner core. And you need to know that the core is made of iron and nickel. And you need to know the state of matter of each internal division, is what they're called. So the crust is solid, the mantle is semi-molten, so it's partially solid. It's held solid under the pressure of the crust, even though it would become liquid under the heat. The outer core is fully liquid and made of iron and nickel, like the inner core. And the inner core is the hottest part of the Earth. And it's solid because of the extreme heat and pressure of the layers above. Now, the layers increase in temperature as you go further down. In my videos, I'm going to have different types of questions. So the green questions will be for those who are aiming at grade 4, the yellow questions will be for those who are aiming at grade 7, and the red questions will be for those who are aiming at grade 9. Now, I'd suggest do all the questions for the colours lower than you as well, because that'll help. Okay, pause the video and do these questions. Here are the answers, and I'm going to go through them. So the first question, the diameter of the Earth is approximately 13,000 kilometres. What is the Earth's radius? You do need to be able to do things with diameters in the astronomy course. So if you know from maths that a radius is half a diameter, you'd know that half of 13,000 is 6,500. Circumference of a sphere is the same as the circumference of a circle. It's pi d, so that's 13,000 times by pi, which is 40,840 kilometres. The shape of the Earth is an oblate spheroid, has a bulge on the equator. The other ones you should all be able to know from the things I said earlier on in the video. Zenith, you don't specifically have to know it for this topic, but it's very useful, the questions you can get asked on this topic. You need to know it throughout the whole paper. The zenith is the point directly above the observer. There's also the nadir, which I don't think you have to know, but that's the point directly below the observer. Minutes and seconds of arc. This is like degrees, but a lot more complicated. So in one angular degree, there's 60 minutes of arc. There are also arc seconds. There are 60 arc seconds in 1 arc minute. So an arc second is a 60th of an arc minute. And arc seconds look like this. So you also have to know about latitude and longitude. Latitude aligns north and south, going from 0 to 90 from the equator. They go down from the equator, so that's south, and up from the equator. So around here, that would be 10 degrees south. There are also lines of longitude. These go from east and west and go up to 180 degrees. They start at a line called prime meridian, which I'm going to talk about later. And that they can also sometimes go into negatives. Negative will be the west. You have to know some special points of latitude and longitude. But first, it will help to know that the Earth is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degrees. So that's why some of the lines are where they are. The equator is at 0 degrees. You should already know that. 0 degrees north, north or south. The Tropic of Cancer is at 23.5 degrees. You don't have to know in arc minutes and arc seconds. You just have to remember 23.5 degrees. And it's north. Tropic of Capricorn is 23.5 degrees south. The Arctic Circle is 66.5 degrees north, and the Antarctic Circle is 66.5 degrees south. The North Pole is 90 degrees north, and the South Pole is 90 degrees south. Now these lines become very important in a second. Summer solstice is June the 21st, the autumnal equinox is September the 21st, and the winter solstice is December the 21st. These are caused by the tilt of the Earth. So the Earth is tilted at 23.5 degrees, and this will cause the sun to appear at different areas of the Earth, different times of the year. And that is what the days mean. So this is going to get a bit complicated. So on the equinoxes, the sun will be at the observer's zenith at 12 p.m. noon for all observers on the equator. So that's for both equinoxes. Also, on the winter solstice, the sun will be directly above, so it'll be at the observer's zenith, of all observers on the Tropic of Capricorn. And it'll be vice versa for the Tropic of Cancer, so the sun will be at the observer's zenith on the summer solstice. And an easy way to remember this, and for the nice things about these circles I'm going to talk about, is that the northern hemisphere, which is Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic, is so summer is in June and winter is in December. And for the southern hemisphere, summer is in December and winter is in June. So for these other dates, there's a special thing that happens at the circles. So on December the 21st, in the northern hemisphere, so the Arctic Circle, for 24 hours on December the 21st, there will be absolutely no sunlight. And now this will also happen on June the 21st for the Arctic Circle, but it'll be the opposite. There'll be 24 hours of complete sunlight. And for the Antarctic Circle, it's the opposite. So there will be 24 hours of dark on the summer solstice and 24 hours of light on the winter solstice. So here are some questions relating to what I've just explained. Pause the video and go through them. Now here are your answers. So the first one, what you should have done is separate 25 degrees from 0.3 degrees and done 0.3 times by 60 to get 18 arc minutes. The next one was a lot more complicated. You should have done 23 over 60 to find the decimal of arc minutes. So, and then done 54 over 3,600, which is 60 times 60, to find the decimal of arc seconds and add them together. Now next, few you should know. This one is pretty hard, but because it's summer in December for the southern hemisphere, the sun will be directly above the observer's zenith at 12 on the 21st of December. Now we're on to the atmosphere. So the sky is blue at daytime because at daytime more blue light is scattered by the atmosphere. At sunset and sunrise, the sky is red. Now this is because light has further to travel through the atmosphere. It has more atmosphere to travel and therefore scatters more and goes red. Twinkling and seeing are caused by turbulence, so movement in the atmosphere between the particles in the atmosphere, and this refracts light from stars and light from other objects. So seeing is turbulence affecting like images and observations of celestial objects. Light pollution, there are a few causes of this. One of the main ones you should know about is sky glow. Now, this is caused by human settlements, and basically it's lots of light in a built-up area shining up at the sky, and this decreases contrast between the sky and the stars in the sky, which make lots of stars hard to see. So that's why lots of astronomers don't live near cities. There's also natural light pollution, which is caused by things like volcanic ash and Saharan dust. Here are some questions relating to the sky. Pause the video and have a go at them. And here are your answers. I think most of these were straightforward, except maybe that. Except maybe that one. But that's just images going blurry because of seeing, which I talked about earlier. Now here are some final questions to have a go at before the video ends about everything I've covered in this video. Pause and have a go at them. And here are the answers for them. I think most of them are straightforward. The one about the sun, this is about light being refracted by the Earth's atmosphere. A lot of questions you'll get in astronomy aren't straightforward, as with all the other sciences, and you have to kind of think of all the things you've done and apply them to the question that you're being asked, which is a bit similar to Jeff the Astronaut in The Martian City, which is a question about sky glow, although it isn't explicitly said as sky glow. That's what you have to assume. So I hope my video has helped you. Please subscribe to Study Circuit Revision, and there should be more videos coming soon.